Hello, everyone, Randy here playing Farming Simulator 19 on Nowhere, Kansas, and it sure feels like nowhere when you're driving across the map here like this. Currently bringing another load of milk down to the sell point. We probably still have at least one more load, if not more, because actually I fast-forwarded time here another 2 days, I think it was, since last episode. It's been another 2 days, so the cows probably have to be fed. We'll take care of that when we get back to the cows there. We'll have to see how much milk they actually have here, too. I also did sell all the calves we had. Well, there actually might be more now, I'm not sure, but I had sold all the calves we had, made, I don't know, what, good 100, maybe a little over $100,000 from just selling the calves. Again, I didn't see a sense in keeping them. All we're going to be doing is feeding them. That definitely does make a difference there on the feed consumption there. Didn't go through quite as much feed last time around. Had probably about half a truck or so left of TMR. Oh, you can see too, I got the road cleaned up here as well. No blockage there anymore from all the challengers and slurry spreaders that were piled up there. Yeah, you can tell it's a little laggy going past here. Once we get past it, should be good here. Speaking of which, I do want to get some of the rest of our equipment back to the farmyard there as well. We got equipment scattered all over the different fields here. It's getting to be a little bit of a mess. I'd like to get the DB120s back. We've got some planters out by field 8 there as well from the soybeans. Kind of like to get them back down by the probably by the shop there, I guess. We don't really want that much more, I don't think, by the main farm, but got to go somewhere, and I'd like to get it away from the fields because we are having some issues with that, with other equipment that comes through, and next thing you know, they think they're in traffic. Looks like everything else is growing on the map here pretty good. A lot of the crops have come up. I haven't checked the cotton yet. We'll probably need to spray that field. Speaking of spraying fields, I still have the hired worker going on spraying the soybean field yet, the big soybean field. Probably should check and see where it's at. He's been going for quite a few hours here now at this point. I never actually looked at the time. I probably should do that. I'm gonna look and see how long it's actually going to take to spray that field. I never checked that. We'll have to do that. I also have a course set up and ready to go for field 5 as well. Not sure if we can quite start that or not. We'll check that here in a little bit. It'd be nice if we could at least start on it. I do have the course generated and saved and ready to go. I figured I better save it, everyone, because I remember from the last episode, I think we started the soybean field there. Took a few minutes for that course to save. It generated very quickly, but then saving, I don't know what took so long saving, everyone, but that took way too long saving, it seemed like. So I don't know what was up with that. But so far, that course has been working, at least the best I can tell. Haven't had any issues with it yet. And then all the rest of the sprayers, I do believe, have finished their courses as well, more or less anyway. Yeah, see what I mean? There's another planter there. If we leave that planter there, probably have some problems with hired workers in the combine. Well, probably course play we'll be using for the combines, I would assume. But yeah, definitely want to get that out of the way. Need to do that here yet. Okay, finally to the sell point. I think we'll just why not unload in the OP sell point? We're getting a little low on money, only 51 million. Almost $52 million left, everyone, so we better make a little bit of money here. Otherwise, we're going to go broke at this rate. Nope, don't drop the truck in the hole. I repeat, do not drop the truck in the hole. Oh, that's okay. That was fast. I was preparing to sit here for a minute and wait for that to sell everyone, but that's right. This tank unloads pretty quick. Another almost $3 million for that milk. Yeah, that's an OP sell point, everyone. That's probably what, about 10 times what you'd make on a regular map, at least on the previous map I played on anyway, that we did milk on. We're making closer to about 300, give or take a little bit per load there. Anyway, we'll take the truck back to the cows here, everyone. Yeah, it's probably going to be another 5-minute drive here or so to get back to the cows. If you're not familiar with Nowhere, Kansas, again, Nowhere, Kansas, everyone, is a 16x map. That is 16 times bigger than your normal regular size map. Now, what that means is that this map is 4 times longer and 4 times wider. That is a total of 16. Doesn't mean it's 16 times longer in total. No, it is 4 times by 4 times, which is 16. At least maybe for those of you that have not been educated on the Common Core math anyway. And of course, if you were to think about that, that is essentially 16 of the regular size maps. A regular size map would be like Ravenport, in-game maps like that. 16 of those maps could fit inside of this map. And again, this is pretty much kind of my first time I've ever done like an official series on a 16x map. Never did an official series. Again, we've played around a little bit with 16x maps, but never an official, like, full-blown series on one. And yeah, this is the problem, everyone, is the game engine just cannot handle a 16x map. That's the problem, especially when you start throwing the equipment at it like I've been doing. And even then, it's still, you know, yeah, the game engine just is not capable of keeping up in any way, shape, or form. It's not that the computer, everyone, can't keep up. It's the pathetic game engine that just, I don't know, everyone. Like I said, I've pointed this out for a few episodes now too. You go look, it's like, wow, the computer's not even running. Not just like, come on, do something. And the game engine's like, can't. I quit. Now, probably would help if I got rid of a few pieces of equipment, maybe, because at this point, everyone, we're now to the point where we're going to be switching, hopefully, into harvesting mode. Again, I don't plan on doing any replanting. So, like I was saying, everyone, we might, we'll see, maybe like next episode or something. Maybe we'll just go through like some of our tillage equipment and clear it out. That might not be a bad idea. Because, like I said, again, we're not hopefully going to need any more slurry spreaders. We should be good with those. I did contemplate trying to fix field 8 a little bit. Again, that's the field that's really messed up with the fertilizer. I don't know what the course plate did on there, but it was really derpy. I don't think I'm going to bother with it, though. I mean, yeah, we could fix it, but really, I mean, do we have to? It's not really going to matter. I mean, technically, whatever we make off that field, we will probably take the time to sell it, but we'll never use the money from it, unlikely. So, oops, might have knocked over a cone. Okay, 59,000, almost, yeah, 56,000 gallons in there. 56,000 gallons, that's just a bit. Let's see what's here. Well, how are the cows looking here? Yeah, we should probably feed them. What do we got here? Milk, 25,000, 43,000, and 201,000. Wow, I'm not sure why this one has so much more milk than the other one, but both of them have Holsteins here. And then, of course, we do have the Shires over in this pen here. Now, it's worth noting these do not sell for as much as the Holsteins do. Definitely did not make very much off selling the calves here for these. Oh, there's actually more calves here, isn't there? Should have suspected as much. But, oh, come on now, back down to the bottom of the list. Yeah, why don't we just, we'll just sell those here real quick a minute. Oh, that's right, I need to go to, let's see, is that the N one? I think that's the N one over here. Well, why is there a cow? Okay. Well, I'll just mind my own business over here. Nothing to see in there, folks. Nothing to see in there. Okay, all the way down to the bottom of the list here. Let's go ahead and sell. Yeah, they're basically about $300 a piece. And, of course, these aren't particularly heavy yet, but there we go. Confirm that. Yes. $6,000. Not a lot. But, like I said, that way we don't have to feed them that way. Out of curiosity, what do the other ones have? Oh, we got... Wait, say what? I just sell those, I thought. Okay. Well, let's maybe just go look at the other one here. Maybe that just needs to update or something. I would have thought that would have updated fairly quickly, but maybe not. Oh, let's see. What do these have here? What do we got for... yeah, there's some calves here as well. Okay, let's maybe head over there. We'll sell those as well, because, again, why not? Why feed them if we're never going to get anything from them? And like I said, we're never going to get anything from them, because we're not going to play on this map for another year. Even if we were to play on it for another year, everyone, other than maybe getting a little money from the fact that we're raising calves and selling them at a higher weight, still wouldn't be that profitable. And let's just check this one here as well. Yeah, we got a couple calves here. And note, these calves, again, are quite a bit more expensive, or worth quite a bit more. Go. Nice. Okay, let's get the cows fed here. And we'll go maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe I should go check on this field over here first. Can we spray this field here yet? Looks like the verdict is no, because we need to see that fertilizer go away and or the crops start to come up before we can start spraying this field. Again, this is the field of cotton over here. Let's just check the map, see how the rest of our fields are doing here. Yeah, it's still in the planted state yet. Most of the fields aren't looking too bad. We got some, germination failed and some harvested sections. I'm not quite sure what the harvested sections. That's... Oh, what is the point of the harvested? Is that spots that died off? I think that was Seasons Mod's idea for those areas. Spots that just died off. Yeah, and the fields aren't looking too bad. Actually looking pretty... Oh, that's right. We got alfalfa down there. We should do something with the alfalfa here, maybe. I wasn't planning on that here this episode. I wanted to get some of the equipment taken care of, but... Oh, yeah, and there's the sprayer one. Let's just see what's here. Let's go back to that screen. He's what? Maybe... Good third of the way. Good third. With, what do we got? 8 hours left to go yet. So it was probably 12 hours, maybe a little over to spray this field, I bet. Yeah. Okay. Oh, well. That's going to be a while. Going to be a while. Well, let's take care of the cows here then. And of course, you always overshoot here. Brakes on this truck. We should really get someone to look at that. They're a little questionable at times. Yeah, I noticed about 20% of the trailer there. Now, mind you, I think the Shires there take a little bit less than the Holsteins do, if I remember correctly. A little bit less milk production, cheaper cow, but then they're also cheaper to feed. I don't know if that really makes a whole lot of sense or not, but buying more expensive cow, get more milk, costs more to feed. Pay more, get more out of them? Yeah. Not sure if there's really much difference, really. Other than maybe it's a little cheaper to get started with the other cows. And just a reminder here to everyone, again, if you'd like to join us on the RDAllen multiplayer servers, again, anyone's welcome to do so, as long as you can play nicely, follow the rules. Again, we're still on the Lone Oak server on the RDAllen multiplayer servers here. Also, Medicine Creek up on the other servers here as well. So both of those are the active maps here currently. Again, if you'd like to join us in on TeamSpeak. And download links for the servers, again, can be found in TeamSpeak. And, of course, if you have any questions, again, just join TeamSpeak. We'll be glad to try to help. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I definitely should probably start working on filling this back up here again. About 100,000 silage in there. I think actually produces the TMR pretty fast. Look at that silage going down. Wow, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, I might wait just a little bit to fill that. No particular hurry here. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't think we can do anything with this field yet, can we? I think we're just going to go ahead and maybe skip some time. That seems like a good use of time here. Actually, you know what? Before we skip time, let's maybe get all the way up here. I want to get these planters headed back to, I guess, to the house, I guess. I was kind of debating where the best place would be, but... Oh, yes, to the house. That seems to make sense to me. To the house. Sure they stop at the last one, and we'll just go down the row here, getting these all headed that way, making sure I unload the course by course that's currently on them here as well. It's always a good idea when you got large course by courses like this. And no, these tractors do not like turning around with these planters. They always get stuck right there. They do eventually, at least every time I've ever tried it, they do eventually figure their way around and get going, but it just it takes a moment. 31 and a half hours on that tractor. Wow, I went 30. Whoa, that seater's not folded up either. Let's see. Can I get the tractor here? Can I fold that up, or I'm going to have to stop the driver here? Nope, looks like I'm going to have to stop the driver. Rather not have him going down the field with that unfolded. I didn't realize the rest of them are folded up. Apparently, he turns around a lot quicker, too, if it's unfolded. Interesting. Good to know, I suppose. As I said before, when I suspect the collisions are probably a little messed up on this, unfortunately. Okay, a couple more to get going here yet. Still have the cotton harvesters over here. I'm probably just going to leave them there. We will even have them start from this end of the field this time instead of the other end. It wouldn't take too much, I guess, to get them up there. Doesn't really matter. This is the end they stopped at here last time. And I do plan on maybe seeing if we can ramp up our cotton harvest a little more than we did last time. You have to stay tuned for that when the cotton actually is ready to harvest here. Of course, reminder everyone, we did have, 16 cotton harvesters rolling last time? So I wonder what we can do to ramp that up just a smidge. Okay, what do we got? 2 more? Looks like 2 more to get going here yet. And then, like I said, I think we'll go ahead and skip time through the night. Just keep skipping some days through summer here. There's not a whole lot going on, unfortunately, so... we'll see what kind of mess these 9620 RXs can get into down by the house there. Hopefully it's not as bad as the Challengers were. That was quite the mess there. Okay, there we go. Yep, we got a couple headed this way. Let's head back down to the house. We'll fast forward some time. House, there we go. Yeah, I always end up going to that truck there. That doesn't really matter, I guess. Like I said, I should really move that out of the way so I can actually maybe go straight to the house. Okay, that should be enough there. Now we'll sleep through the night. Notice I went still 2000 hours, still light out. Still quite light out, actually, too, yet. $34,000 vehicle running cost. Yeah, you know, this equipment we have, it kind of sort of adds up, you know. Game is synchronizing after fast forward. You know, the thing is, if I start selling equipment, I'm going to have to be kind of careful about it because some of it I'm still going to want yet. Although, you know, if I just sold all the plows, that would probably be safe because I don't think we'll need those. Sell all the cultivators. Shouldn't need those anymore. Even the sprayers, we're probably about done with the sprayers. Should be done with the R4045s. So yeah, everyone, we might start selling some equipment here. Thinking about that. That might be a good idea because again, in case you can't tell, it is just a bit laggy over here, just a wee little bit. Okay, let's see what's here. Day 5. Anything happen of importance? I would presume not. Oh, doesn't look like the cotton field has changed. At least not yet, anyway. It does, of course, take a few minutes for this map to fully update after you, skip time through the night, but it's day 5. I would expect it to be more of a day, probably once we get to day 7, that's when we'd probably see some changes happening. So maybe we'll feed the cows here a minute. We'll skip another day. Get on to day 7 here if we can. I don't know if we quite able to get to day 7 here this episode. We're inching closer and closer to harvest here, everyone. And don't worry, I'm sure it's going to be a few episodes for harvesting here. Again, everyone, we got a 16x map essentially to harvest. I forget what someone said the acres were again here for this map, but we got a lot of acres. Was it 16,000 acres? It was 16,000 acres or something like that. I forget what someone said the acreage on this map was. So yeah, it's what is it? 8 kilometers by 8. Yeah, 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers. That's how big the map is. Of course, not every square inch is a field, but 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers for the map here. That is a size of a 16x map, by the way. A 4x is 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers, and a 1x map is 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers. Oh, let's see. Once we got any RXs about down here yet? Nope. Actually, thinking about that, it's actually going to take them a while to get down here because they got to go all the way across field 5. Then they got to come all the way across field 2. So yeah, they're basically all the way on the opposite side of the map there as my base location. Technically, I could even sell them as well, couldn't I? Again, like I said, I want to be a little bit careful about selling the 9620 RXs. I might want a couple of those for harvest yet, but still debating on what I want to use for unloading the combines. We'll have to see once here. I'm thinking probably leaning towards something in-game. Well, maybe the Challengers. I'm not sure yet. Not sure. I'm definitely thinking of sticking with the in-game grain cart. Just, again, I want to reduce any possible problems we might have. Use as much in-game equipment as possible. And hopefully that'll maybe take care of some of the issues. Because, again, last harvest definitely didn't start off good. It didn't go too bad towards the end, but it definitely didn't start good. And I'd like to see if we can work on improving that just a little bit. Let's see. Should we go to skip another day, I think? Hold on to your britches. Here we go. We got O'Reilly's flux capacitor update here for the map, so we can really fast forward into the future with that. Oh, come on. You done synchronizing yet? Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it's like it's done really quick. Apparently this is one of those ones that's going to... Oh, even the little spinny thing seems like it's going slow. Okay, Kevin, we might be back. We'll be back in a minute here when this is done. Okay, and we're back here after what seemed like a rather long synchronization. I'm not tired. Oh, I beg to differ on that one. Okay, fine. Fast forward time a little more. Okay, now we're tired, right? Okay, here we go. Sleeping through the night. And watch, it'll make us synchronize again when we're done sleeping. Maybe that synchronization meant something grew. I guess we'll find out here once the sun comes back up. 13,009. Wow, that seems like awful lot. 13,960 animal upkeep. Usually it's right around 10,000. What's up with that? More calves, maybe? I wonder if that's what happened. Oh, yeah, and we're synchronizing here again. Go figure. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, and we're done synchronizing here finally. Hopefully that's the last time here for this episode. Let's see if anything happened over here, because like I said, a couple long syncs there makes me wonder if fields updated or something. Of course, it probably wasn't the cotton field I'm kind of sort of waiting on. Let's see. So RXs are still making their way this way. They're probably not going to get here by the end of this episode, are they? And nope, this field still is not ready to go yet, is it? Ew, well, it is what it is, I guess. Let's feed the cows here one more time. And maybe we'll have some RXs down by the farm by then. If not, maybe I'll just start filling the TMR mixer, because like I said, it's definitely need some silage at the very least here. For some reason, seems like I just did this. Yeah, while we're here waiting for that to unload, do we got any more calves over here we need to take care of? Let's see. Yes, there is. Why don't we just sell those again? How many we got? Not a lot. Not a lot. And we'll do the same thing here down to the bottom of the list. Oh yeah, definitely a few more here, isn't there? Try not to sell off any of the adult cows if we can help it. Okay, and then one more. This particular barn here definitely by far had the most calves in it. So I would suspect that this one's probably not going to have quite as many as the other two. The other two are maybe still going to keep having calves yet for a while, I would assume. Yeah, what do we got? 4 calves here. Not much. Kind of what I suspected. There we go. Confirm. Okay, not a whole lot of money from that, but hey, we're still making a little bit of money. You know, if you were playing on a map where you actually, needed some money, you don't already have, 54 million just laying around. Yeah, that would definitely be a good way to make a little bit of money. Especially seeing how, like I said, unless you're going to play, let's see, what's got to be 3 years? At least 3 years before those calves will be producing milk. That's quite a few years before you'll see any benefit as far as milk production goes from it. Now, mind you, if you plan on playing, like several years in the game, it probably would make sense. Okay, once those calves grow up, you can probably retire your current herd and then have those start producing milk. But again, with the amount of time Seasons mod takes, I very much doubt there's probably too many people, unless you just like play on one map all the time. There's probably not very many people that are doing that. I don't know. Maybe there is. If you are, let me know. Just maybe out of curiosity, for anyone watching, if you play with a Seasons mod, how long do you typically play on a map with a Seasons mod? I mean, how many years? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 15 years? Like I said, at least for myself, it's probably a fairly good average of 3, maybe 4 years. This map here, I plan on 2 years. I don't plan on doing any more than that. So, I mean, 2 years on the map, that's hopefully going to be it. I don't think my, computer will probably handle it. I'm not sure the game engine is going to like me doing 1 more year on this map at this rate. It's also gotten a little laggy since the last time I slept here. I'm not sure what's up with that. Yeah, something might be updating. And we're going to grab a load of silage here just to top that TMR mixer off. Or at least get a little bit in it anyway. Oh yeah, looks like we got plenty of silage yet. I don't think we'll have to make any more silage, at least not for the cows anyway. Roughly, we're probably going to have 1 more season yet on this map because we're halfway through summer here. Well, we're not quite halfway, I guess, but then it's going to be, what, probably halfway through fall or so before we'll probably be done with the map, depending on how long harvest takes. Other than, cotton, you have to wait till day 7. Everything else looks like day 1. Or, of course, day 13 for some of the grain crops there, day 13 of summer, or day 1 of fall before we can start harvesting everything, except for the cotton. And, of course, the cotton shouldn't be too hard to harvest. Just, we'll throw a course play back on it, and hopefully course play will do a good job. It did pretty good last time around. Oh, can we slip in here? Hopefully I left enough space for the truck here. Oh, yeah, I think we did. Yep. Should be good. A little tight. Got it. Yeah, everything else is actually looking pretty good in there, except for the silage. So, on that note, everyone, I think with that, we're going to wrap this episode up here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.